Man, it has been a wild couple months. In June, Genshin Impact was announced. In July, Blue Protocol was announced. Then we have Project BBQ. It is shaping up to be a pretty interesting year. Now, back in June, I actually did a video talking about Genshin Impact. However, since almost 2 months have passed since being announced and undergoing a testing period or two, I felt like it would be a good time to readdress some information. Partly because more information has been brought to our attention since, and partly because it was announced last week to have a PS4 release planned as well. Yep, the game is now going to fully support PS4s. The platforms the game's available on and the crossplay is going to make for quite the population, which is cool. As MMO players, we have a tendency to shy away from dead games. I just hope they don't separate us based on the platform that we're using. I know some games that do that, and it sucks. If you're a fan of RPGs though, you may want to take a look at Hustle Castle. It's a brand new fantasy game that lets you take control of your very own castle. You can invade enemy lands, build and expand your own castle from scratch, develop your characters from a variety of classes. I personally went double healer, archer, and 2 tanks because I like to think that I know what I'm doing, and even though I lose occasionally, ultimately I do pretty well. Or at least I think I do. If you want to try the game out, go ahead and use my link in the description below. Not only does it help the channel out, but it will also give you something to do when you gotta, go number 2. Although originally thought to be an MMORPG, or MMO at least to a degree, Genshin Impact was revealed to instead be an open-world action RPG made by MiHoYo, the team behind the popular Honkai Impact 3rd mobile game, which honestly may be one of the best looking anime games on mobile devices, just FYI. MiHoYo promised that the game is large and freely explorable, and if gameplay is anything to go off of, the exploration is kind of reminiscent of Breath of the Wild. Some of the effects, the gliding, I don't know whether or not mountain scaling is a thing in this, but if it is, then the resemblance might be a little bit on the nose. Genshin Impact follows a deep, rich story that sets the player, referred to as the Traveler, along with several playable characters on a journey throughout the world of Teyvat. It follows the basic RPG formula. There are secrets to uncover, party members to recruit, bosses to fight, but most importantly are the online features MiHoYo originally discussed. See, originally the game, as I mentioned earlier, was thought to be an MMO because MiHoYo went on to lead us to believe that online features would play a large part in the overall game. However, they later revealed that the game's online function would apply to dungeons and only dungeons, which is fine and all. I just wanted to note this so you guys don't go in with the expectation that the game will be an MMO. So a lot of gameplay was revealed recently for the PS4 version of the game, and we're shown quite a lot of combat along with some dungeon running. Combat is about what you'd expect from a Japanese RPG. Monsters and the graphical style are similar to Breath of the Wild, and combat looks like a mixture of Breath of the Wild and Kurtzpell. You have each character with their own unique weapon type, using a variety of different skills that are specific to the kind of class they are. The skill effects are beautiful, flashy, very fluid, and make for what looks to be a very impressive anime experience. Since the game will also be cross-platform compatible on both PC and mobile devices, I'm unsure exactly how the game will play on those platforms, but the combat is complete action. No tab target, no targets necessary whatsoever. You could just spam your buttons like mad, unleashing tons of skills on your enemies. One thing I would like to note though is that the game doesn't seem to allow for multiple characters on screen at a given time. You have access to each character individually and can swap to any of them at any time, but you don't seem to be able to have them all engaged in the same battle concurrently, which is honestly unusual for an RPG game. Genshin Impact looks really damn good. It offers players a highly explorable world, lots to see and lots to do. It's got some very, very impressive looking action combat for an anime title and has an emphasis on storytelling. It's cross-platform and honestly, it has a lot going for it. Their first beta test was a huge success and they have plans for a second beta in the future. So I'm definitely going to be applying to get in, and I would really like to see exactly how the game plays out and what the game has to offer. I have yet to see any kind of party play in dungeons yet, so I can't say how partying with other people online to tackle the dungeons will work. It is made by MiHoYo, a developer that has experience with mobile games, so it has the potential to have microtransactions and be very cash shop heavy, but at the same time, I don't know how impactful a cash shop can really be in an offline game, or at least a non-MMO game. So I'm still excited. 2 months in, it was my most anticipated game when I first saw it, up until I saw that Tales of Arise and Blue Protocol were announced. While I still believe that Genshin Impact could be a very good game and will likely be a very good game, I am always going to be cautious of how games are handled, I guess. But that is just my opinion, my first impression of the game, not having played it yet. What do you guys think? Are you excited? Are you looking forward to eventually trying it out, or do you even want to? Let me know in the comments below and let's talk about it. Don't forget, if you want to try Hustle Castle out, use my link located in the description below. Anyway guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time. Peace. Woo.